Alright, so I'm going to talk about a situation that happened today that fully illustrates how getting fucked over is not my choice nor my decision. This is other people's decisions. Alright, so I let the Starbucks employees here know that my phone had been stolen. And one of them pulled me to the side and told me that they don't have any cameras in there. So there's no reason for the cops to even come investigate it, and he was sorry. Well, I need to find out that employee's name because he outright lied to me. As a result, Connor, another employee here, let me use his phone to make a call to the police, who want me to fill it out online. Now, first, the police want me to get the camera stuff from the people here at the Starbucks and take it down to the Tacoma police station. That is not my job, you fucking pigs. It's not my job. It's your fucking job. This is what you are paid fucking taxes for. I didn't spend all those years busting my ass paying taxes to have to do your fucking job for you. I've done that enough with everything else. So these officers tell me that I have to fill out this thing online. Now, y'all know how I am with that shit. I just spent the last 30-something minutes going through trying to find telephone. Why? Because I filled out everything on their fucking form, and it's not like you can type the shit in. You have to pick from a category that takes you to another category that takes you to another category. Where the fuck is the goddamn telephone? It's not complicated. It should not be that fucking complicated. I type in phone, P-H-O-N-E. Why? Because telephone, T-E-L-E-P-H-O-N-E, doesn't work. I try the word cellular phone, anything that might possibly bring up what it is that I'm trying to find on their fucking list of something that's stolen, and it's just not there. There's no telephones in the electronics part, or any of the other ones for that fucking matter. Meanwhile, I don't know the name of the guy earlier who lied to me. I know Connor's name, but Connor didn't lie to me. He told me I need the police to come down here and get it before I can do anything. So I called the police. But you know what? It's because Connor let me know they do have cameras in there. Those are actual cameras. That man who was working earlier lied to me fucking outright. And then tried telling me he was sorry. He's sorry. There's nothing he can do about it. He's sorry. So because that man lied to me, not that it mattered, I didn't have a phone that I could call the fucking 911 on anyway. Sorry, the non-emergency number. And the police are also telling me that I need to call up the phone company and have them track it for me. Well, you guys, those of you who have paid attention to the story, you got to hear the phone call between myself and this very same company about my last phone number. The phone that had all the evidence on it from, well, before Natalie died to about 6 months after she died. A lot of fucking evidence on that goddamn phone. The stuff that Lana and Amanda were pulling, the stuff that Caramia was pulling, Teresa Orn's bullshit, all the fucking calls that I made to so many different fucking lawyers and news agencies and anybody to try to get someone to fucking listen. That was a lot of fucking evidence. When I called them to have them trace it like they suggested, they couldn't trace it, could they? No. They sent me to a recording that tells me that I have to have an address for at least 30 days and have proof of that address, and it can't be a P.O. box, and I have to get a judge to fucking sign that bullshit and get a warrant and so on and so fucking forth because it's a total wireless phone. Like, holy fuck. It doesn't have to be that goddamn complicated. So basically the police are telling me I have to do their fucking jobs. Meanwhile, I can't do the things that the police are asking me to do without the police here to do that fucking job. Starbucks cannot release that videotape to me. They have to release it to the police. Which is why the people at Starbucks told me to call the police. Which I would have done earlier if a Starbucks employee had not lied to me and told me they don't have cameras. So I can't finish the fucking police thing in there. I'm out here stressed the fuck out. I'm trying not to have a fucking meltdown in the middle of Starbucks over this goddamn thing, going through these lists, trying to find it before Starbucks closes. They close at 11. I'd like to speak to an officer before Starbucks fucking closes, but no, I'll have to wait until in the morning. Was it my decision for that man to lie to me earlier? No, it wasn't, but I'm going to get his name and put him up in the wall of shame. Don't fucking lie to people. I made decisions based on these lies. Based on this man not telling the truth. The same with Graham. I made decisions based on his word. And his word was not the truth. And I made decisions based on Tabby and her word. But her word was not the truth. Same thing with Lana and Amanda, Miss Jerry. My dad. These people, they gave their word. They gave their word to help me how I needed. But none of them actually came through. When it all came down to it, all they did was waste my time and resources, and their time and resources. That time could have been better spent listening to me and finding out what's going on, how much has gone on, how damaging this fucking is. So I gotta find a way to get my phone back. I gotta find a way to calm down. I gotta find a way to get coffee. Kinga, she's the lady who sent me $100 to go see my therapist in Nebraska the day before Natalie was killed. She's going to be sending me a little bit of money tomorrow. It's not going to be much. She's not rich or anything like that, but she's going to send me some money. Fuck. I don't want to take these people's money. They shouldn't have to do this. All of these people that are helping me out only have to do so because the police wouldn't do their fucking jobs. And these people don't have to do so. They can tell me no. Most of them, they don't get the opportunity to tell me no because I don't ask them for money. They offer it. And I'm not in a position to say no, and I'm not in a position to say yes either, because there's no way for me to pay them back. At the same time, most of these folks, if they'd have been in my corner when I asked them, these people who said, if you need something, Sean, let me know. I'm there for you. You're there for me, I'll be there for you. But then I let them know, and they wouldn't or they couldn't. I spent all of last year trying to get someone to go in with me to force the police to take my report so that they wouldn't do what it is that they did, which is turn off their body cameras and make it their word against mine. That's not acceptable. That's why they need to have those body cameras. And they told me there were no body cameras in cases where there was body cameras. When I was assaulted on January 6th, the officer that I talked to in Broomfield who lied to me, he spoke on Sword and Scale, episode 110. But Internal Affairs in Boulder, Colorado wouldn't talk to the man. His job was to help slander my name. That's what Officer Ryan did. He knew that I was trying to report what was going on, the harassment and the slander. He also knew that I was trying to report against police officers. Boulder police officers in specific, so he gave them a heads up, and that's why they did what they did. That's why Officer Lola Tai was there. Officer Lola Tai was there to hurt somebody. And he knew exactly how to do it. He tried to break my leg clean off, that motherfucker. I have 0 teeth, and they tried to claim that I tried to bite them. They claimed I assaulted them with a deadly weapon. I had no weapons, I was cuffed. Where's the fucking weapon? So, I'm overwhelmed. I got a pressure headache. I need my phone because it's got a lot of evidence on it. And I can't function well enough to get a goddamn police report done on the fucking internet. I need help. I don't know how to do this shit. It's just lists and lists and lists. I can tell you, I told this dude on the phone, I said, my phone was stolen. It didn't take me 20 fucking minutes of strolling to tell him that. I want you to start a timer and stop it as soon as I'm done with this sentence. My phone was stolen. How long did that take? Did that take 20 minutes of fucking strolling? Jesus Christ. Is a phone not an electronic? What other category could it possibly be? And I'm checking them too. I've already filled out the other stuff that's on that part. It's not letting me do it. It's not letting me click on to the next page because it won't let me select that what was stolen is a fucking phone. It's a goddamn telephone. It's a goddamn telephone. So I told the cop everything that he needed to know. And then he tells me to do things that I can't do, an officer has to do. An officer has to come here to get the fucking camera shit from the people here at Starbucks. Starbucks isn't just going to hand me over their tape so I can take it down to the fucking Tacoma police station. Total Wireless isn't just going to release where my phone is to me like they will to the police. And they will if you're a police officer. It's fucked up. Sean, do our jobs, but don't get paid for it. By the way, we want you to pay us for fucking you up and for destroying your life. Like Jesus fucking Christ, all I needed was a quiet fucking environment. Access to the evidence where it wouldn't be destroyed. I just need a place to work on this where I'm not fucking stressed out about cops coming and harassing me because I'm living in a goddamn vehicle or behind a fucking dumpster. Where I'm carrying around all of the evidence and I have to be worried that an officer will take it. They won't look at it, but they'll sure as shit fucking take it. Fuck this goddamn country. So I've been on tacomasafe.org trying to figure this fucking shit out. I need help. I'm overwhelmed. Can you not see that this fucking overwhelms me? And I have so much of it to do. How difficult is it just to send a fucking police officer to take a written fucking report? Do it on the internet. I do it on the internet and nobody ever gets fucking back to me. I need help with this shit. Not bullshitted and told, hey, this fucking electronic piece of equipment that takes you 20 fucking minutes for something that took you literally 2 seconds to tell an officer, and you've already told the fucking officer. The officer already knows where it happened. And then he tells me to get onto this tacomasafe.org and fill this shit out. It's like they want to make it impossible to do so that you give up on it. I haven't given up. I need fucking help. I need people to try to understand. See, that's the difference between the people in my life and the people that are in Alicia Bollinger's lives. Those people cared about Natalie. They didn't give a fuck about me. The people in my life don't give a fuck about me or Natalie. It didn't occur to any of these people that I might have emotions too. How do you like going through this shit? Did my dad like his name being out there? How about Shannon Alvarado? Or Rick McCormick? How about Mandy Hughes or Alyssa Rainwater? Or Katie Cahill? These people who said that they'd help, but they're too afraid to actually come forward. They want their names to be hidden. Just like Danica Garner and Shelley Rochelle fucking Campbell. They want to hide their names because they were doing wrong. And they fucking knew it. The help that I needed, the Bollingers, it didn't take them a fucking day to get that help. It didn't even take them a day. I was threatened, actually having my life threatened for over a year. And couldn't get a police officer to take my fucking report. Hundreds of fucking threats. I threatened once and the fucking police are at my fucking throat. I threatened the people who threatened me. I didn't threaten anybody who didn't. All of the people that I threatened my life or my friends' and family's lives. I did not threaten to kill or harm physically any of the Bollingers except for Ted. And only in the case of if he hurt anyone in his family. And his whole family wants to pretend like I threatened to kill them. No, I threatened to take Rose and Alicia to fucking court. And the police and the courts did everything in their power to make sure that I couldn't go. To make sure that I couldn't show evidence. Not to look at any evidence. They'd look at me threatening the people who threatened my life for months. But for all those months that my life was being threatened, the cops couldn't. It's out of their jurisdiction. No matter where it's out of their jurisdiction. I have to go to Iowa to make a report about the people in Iowa who threatened my life. I got to go to Colorado Springs to make a report about those people. I got to go to Boulder to make a report about the police who fucking assaulted me. But I can't do that because I'll get assaulted by police. They will lie to me and entrap me. And that's why I needed somebody to go in. Every single day from when Natalie disappeared until now, I have been trying to get someone to go in with me to make them do their goddamn jobs. And so many people promised to do so, not one actually followed through.